Hey, how's it going? Today I got a really good plus 311 day. Just having a lot of success with this army, guys. I want to bring you an educational video and show you guys how to use this army and use your spells. First off, guys, verse of the day comes from Romans 12:12. It says, "Rejoice in our confident hope, be patient in trouble, and keep on praying." My verses come from Caleb. It's a very good Christian worship music station. Check them out if you're interested. But yeah, right here, guys, we're getting into 8 Legend League attacks. I went 7 for 8, going to show you all of those, including the fail. Right here, we just start RC at 6 o'clock just because it's great value. We get a free revenge tower. So as she works, I want to explain what the point of this video is. Again, I'm wanting to teach you guys how to use your totem spells, how to be very efficient with them, and start 3-starring on your own with, in my opinion, the best army in Clash of Clans, my favorite army, the easiest army, the strongest army, all those things. I love this army. Even with the brand new balance changes that came out today, this is still going to be one of the top, I'd say, 2 or 3 armies in the game. I love it. I am going to try out Electro Dragons, so similar version of this army, but Electro Dragons instead, since they did get a buff. So stay tuned for that video tomorrow. Excited to bring that one out. But first off, guys, you see our first totem spell right there. Let's get to coaching y'all up here. First totem goes behind the Super Wizard Tower so that the Super Wizard Tower doesn't chain onto my Electro Dragons on entry. And then I got another totem right behind it for an air defense. So far we've used a few totems because we are getting into our early entry here, and see all this damage we're going into, guys. I'm going to place totems around as we move into this base. They're not just spammed, they're sprinkled in very, tactically, strategically. I'm placing them on, you see the long shot right there, for example. Now that our Dragon Riders are moving down to the right side of this base on the bottom half of your screen, I get a really good totem right there for a scatter shot, air defense, expo, wizard tower, super wizard tower. Those are all defenses that would have been targeting my Dragon Riders as I push through here, but the totems are negating that. So again, the whole point of this video is to teach y'all. Stay tuned for every single attack. I'll explain at the beginning why I start my army from where I start them from and how to manage these totem spells. Again, you see a great totem spell right there with a super wizard tower, air defense on the back end. We're just keeping that warden alive. The warden was like 1 HP the whole last like 30 seconds of this attack, and my totems were able to keep him alive and allow us to roll through this base. So clean first attack, guys. Love to see it. Let's keep it rolling. I've edited all these attacks, so it's going to be right to the next. As soon as we're in cleanup mode, you won't always see the complete end of the attack. Just trying to save you all time. So RC starts up here at 6 just because she gets great value, guys. She gets a quick, easy funnel, takes out a few defenses. Also going to get out this maxed level bomb hive, which is always nice because that is a very powerful defense if you guys don't know. And from here, we're just trying to decide where we want to start. The reason we start our queen over here at 3 o'clock, one is because she can get a decent arrow, getting an air defense on the back end right here. So that's what we're going to aim for. She's going to get 2 air defenses. So the one right in front of her and then the back end one. So that was a very nice arrow. Take your time, slow down, line up those arrows. It's important. Reason we wanted to start right here, guys, is we're taking out the revenge tower instantly before it can get charged up and do too much damage. So again, totem on entry, that there was a totem for the revenge tower and the enemy heroes. Now we get a really good early minion principality there that gets great value for us. And we're always toteming the long shot, guys. The totem or the long shot should never not be totemed. There should always be a totem on that long shot until it dies during this attack. This army relies on efficient totems. That's why I'm bringing this video for y'all. So we do get a split, top left and top right. So see how I stay zoomed out. I reinforce a totem on the long shot. I place a totem up top left for my Dragon Riders. I place a totem on the bottom right for my Dragon Riders. Again, you got to be able to multitask watching your army, whether they're up top, they're down below, or in the core. Just understanding where should I place my totem spells. Right here, we have to place a totem spell in between these 2 super wizard towers, or else it would chain on to all of our heroes and our Dragon Riders, which we don't want. So again, we're placing the totems on the inside of them. If you guys don't know, the defenses will target totem spells if it is closer than one of your heroes or one of your troops. So if I were to place a totem spell on a monolith behind a Dragon Rider, say it was shooting a Dragon Rider, I place a totem like a little further away, like a tile behind my Dragon Rider, the totem or the monolith is still going to keep shooting that Dragon Rider. It's not going to shoot the totem. So you have to place the totems very close to defenses. You have to understand their radius and their range. Like a scatter shot, for example, you can't place a totem right on the scatter shot. It needs to be a couple tiles away because it does have a little radius that it can't shoot, just like a mortar, right? So understand these totem spells, guys. I'm going to try and teach y'all again all throughout this video. Hopefully this is making sense so far. Right here, RC is just free value at 9 o'clock. We're going to get out a nice monolith. Take note how I didn't use the ability right away. I took out the builder hut first and then popped ability. That just gets a little bit extra value on the seeking shield. And yeah, we're getting a quick, easy funnel right here, guys. At this point, again, Dragon Riders target defenses. You guys know that. All the defenses at 9 o'clock are gone. That'll create an easy pathing to start our Dragon Riders up here like 10 and 11 and just move down the base. So letting Siege Barracks work, take out this Tesla so that it doesn't affect my Queen Arrow. And speaking of Queen Arrow, guys, this is the reason I failed today. This is the only reason I failed. For some reason, I thought I had placed my queen down already, and I placed her right there thinking it was my minion prince. So at this point, I'm like, oh no, I made a mistake. Like, this is not good. I don't have a queen arrow, and I don't have a good angle to pop my arrow. So this is the fail, guys, and this is the reason we failed. Again, I didn't pop a queen arrow right away. I could have got really good value getting a couple air defenses, but is what it is. Back to the point of this video, guys. You're seeing two great totem spells right there. One on the Rage spell tower compartment, one on the Super Wizard tower up to the right of your screen. And we get a good warden ability. Another thing I can teach you all, don't use totems during your warden ability, guys. They will get wasted. They'll get zapped right away. Wait until the warden ability wears off. And same thing, you see a really good minion prince ability right there. We're almost able to triple this base, even with missing or not even using a queen arrow, just because of that minion prince ability. That was very, very nice. But just popped queen there, saw a decent angle, tried for the best. Again, you see a great totem spell on the bottom right there for a super wizard tower, a multi-archer, air defense. Just that totem is great. Again, another one behind the Super Wizard Tower, because the Super Wizard Tower would chain onto our army, and a lot of people don't realize how strong the Super Wizard Tower is. It does a lot of damage, and it has a lot of HP. So that is a defense that is definitely worth toteming. I totem basically every single attack, sometimes multiple times, for the Super Wizard Towers. So at this point, guys, I only have one totem left, full health Giant, and a Archer Queen. As soon as I saw the Giant was full health, I decided to reinforce him with a totem spell, my last totem spell. I honestly wish, like, watching this back, that I would have saved the totem spell just to support my queen, like, right about now. Would have been way better time to totem. And honestly, I probably would have tripled if I placed the totem behind the ricochet shot, or the ricochet cannon, so that it wasn't getting shots off on my queen, my Giant, and my Frosty. Also, the fast attack would have been totem. So again, a totem right now, and I 3-star this base. I just got a little antsy at the end, wasn't patient, and that's another thing that you guys probably make similar mistakes. I know my clan mates, cousins, friends, whatever, that I've taught this army or watched them use this army, the reason they fail or can fail at times is because they're impatient with their totems. They use them all way too quickly. Be ultra efficient with your totems, guys. You are using them to distract defenses. You usually don't need to place more than 2 at a time. It's not a spam. It's strategic, and you guys hopefully can start learning. That's what I'm trying to teach y'all. So I'm going to keep pushing consistently with this army because it's crazy strong, and I'm starting to hit the top like 100 US ranks. So we're definitely climbing up after missing a few days. So excited to hear that. I will show you guys a recap at the end of this video on both accounts. I only showed you the one recap at the start of the video. But yeah, you guys see on this base, we get a really good RC at 12 o'clock. Good Queen Arrow. Remember to use it this time at 3 o'clock. She got great value. And our Dragon Riders have no option other than just going straight into the core of this base at this Poison Tower, because we have a funnel set. Great totem spell down there on the Bomb Hive and an enemy queen down to the right. Also totem to the Fire Spitter. And you guys will see me pop a good warden ability right there, but you will see me totem Fire Spitters a lot, because Fire Spitters do a lot of damage to your Dragon Riders as well. So again, I have a split right now, so I'm placing totems up at the top left and the bottom right now. Always place a totem on the long shot and Revenge Tower. Great minion prince ability right there. And at this point, again, it's totem management. We have 6 left. Where do we need them? We need them on the Revenge Tower, the enemy minion prince, the enemy Fire Spitter, the Super Wizard Tower, and fast attack that you saw right there as my Dragon Riders are starting to push in. Again, the totems go behind the defenses so that the defenses target my totems instead of my whole army that is starting to approach. Don't place the totems when your army is too far away. You place them as they are starting to approach the defenses, and the defenses are about to target your army. Another mistake I see, people place the totems way too far out in front just to prepare for your Dragon Riders to get up close to the army. Like right there, that was kind of a good example. That totem I placed right there was honestly a little too early. I could have saved that a little bit longer. The main reason I did it was to save my minion prince as long as possible and make sure that the scatter shot was the thing, the defense that was getting tanked right there. But yeah, guys, save your totem spells, be efficient with them. Don't spam and waste them at the beginning. Don't waste them on your RC at the beginning. Sometimes you can use 1 or 2 on your RC charge if it will help solidify your funnel. But a lot of the time, I try not to use any totems on my RC ability that I pop right away that creates a funnel, right? And I usually do use 1 totem or 2 early on for the Queen and Giant to keep them alive on their entry, as well as they create the funnel on the other side of the base. So great value right here, easy RC at 3 o'clock. Just understand, guys, where you can get a quick, easy funnel that gets key defenses with this army with your Royal Champion. That is the goal. Quick, easy funnel. As you can see, she gets the job done for the most part. I would have liked her to get out the Monolith right here. Would have been a lot more ideal, but is what it is. At this point, we place Siege Barracks up top at 12 o'clock, get a decent arrow through the base. I don't think we really hit anything right there. Did I get an air defense? I missed it if I did. Like, I didn't see it if I did hit an air defense, not sure. But anyway, Dragon Riders come in here at 1 o'clock. Again, the Dragon Riders have no choice but to really go into this poison spell compartment, so they are going to funnel down together. Again, if that monolith had gone down already, I wouldn't have had to waste a totem right there, and the Dragon Riders would have had better pathing. As you can see, as we move into the base, it's typical you hit a lot of red bombs and traps right away, so it is always good to get an early warden ability. Right here, guys, super important totem spell on the Revenge Tower and Scatter Shot and enemy minion prints as we're approaching. Of course, totems on the long shot. And again, I'm staying zoomed out because we do have a bit of a split. We have a couple Dragon Riders up to the or down to the right. Minion Prince gets a great ability on the whole back end right there. And again, where do we need totems right now? We need a totem on the Super Wizard Tower, multi-archer down at 9 o'clock. Also, a Scatter Shot is right there. Need a totem for the enemy RC on the bottom of your screen at 6 o'clock as our Dragon Riders are approaching right there. And yeah, a good totem again behind the Super Wizard Tower, so it's not chaining onto my Dragon Riders. And at this point, it's a triple. Couple totems that we honestly don't even need. I think I used one more just to be safe on the long shot to reinforce him, just make sure he is tanking or being tanked by the totem spell the rest of the game, or rest of the attack, and we don't have to worry about him. So Dragon Riders go clean up the town hall. That's a triple. Let's keep it rolling. 3 o'clock, good RC value right here. She gets a fire spitter. She gets an expo. She might get this fast attack like gear cannon. I'm not sure if she does. She gets a sweeper, which is nice. Gets the enemy RC, which is very nice. She gets that air defense one shot up top. I think she finishes it, yeah, right there. So that's just great funnel, guys. Look at that value that the RC gets. This is a very difficult base. This is probably the toughest base layout that you can face with this army. So pay attention to this attack, guys. This was a pretty clean attack in my opinion. Very good giant arrow to get an air defense and an air sweeper. That would have been so annoying to our army on the back end of this attack. So that giant arrow is the key, guys, that allows us to triple here, honestly. Great totem on entry to make the Super Wizard Tower and Scatter Shot shooting, or not shoot our Dragon Riders, right? They're shooting the totems behind them so that our Dragon Riders can start pathing into this base. And look at these great totems on entry here, guys. Really early totems. That just negates our Warden ability. That allows us to hold off on the Warden ability until we get more into the core and head down towards this second rage compartment down to the left of your screen at 9 o'clock. Beautiful Minion Prince ability again. Got to master that Minion Prince and understand when to pop it. You got to really keep an eye on him and understand where he's aiming and when it would be an ideal time to pop his ability. So great totem down there at the rage compartment at 9 o'clock. Again, makes a Scatter Shot and Super Wizard Tower and Tesla shoot behind the army. So I reinforce in the basically exact same spot again. And we are just going to roll through this base, guys. This, again, was a difficult base. It's a double rage base, but we dealt with both rage compartments very early into this attack. Had some really good totems on the entry of our attack. It wasn't just spam. We don't just place a couple totems and then spam the Dragon Riders in. They were tactically placed. We're planning out, just seeing defenses. When you guys attack, especially in Legend League, ignore every other building but defenses. Your eyes should only be locked in on defenses. That's all you should be thinking about. Where are my Dragon Riders going to path? Where are my Meteor Golems going to path, right? Look at defenses and understand how to funnel them out to make sure that your army goes into the core of bases, guys. Super important. Just takes experience, just takes a little bit of practice. You'll get it down. Final great totem right there for the fast attack gear cannon. It's like fast attack multi-gear cannon or something. I don't know, that has way too many names. That name is way too long. Really good totem right here, guys, on this new base. That just distracts the long shot for a long time. That will allow us to be able to get this Revenge Tower. You guys will see I use one more totem spell here in a second to make sure that Revenge Tower goes down, because I want the Revenge Tower out early. 1, it's the best defense at Town Hall 18. 2, it will help create a good funnel for us and better pathing. So another great totem, like I said, right there, just to make sure that the RC has a chance to get up to this Revenge Tower and take it out. So right there, I invested 2 totem spells on my RC entry. It was definitely worth it. We got the Revenge Tower out. Happy with that. Siege Barracks over at 9 o'clock to start clearing out a bunch of trash buildings. Now we're just looking where we want to place our queen and pop an arrow. Again, you're always looking to get air sweepers and air defenses with your queen. So totem spells, where do we need one right here? Don't need one yet because the queen isn't down yet, first of all, and the P.E.K.K.A.s aren't taking that much damage. There you go, you see Queen Arrow, and now our army is just going to go into all of these Fire Spitters, Poison Spell Towers, and Super Wizards right away. We're going to take all that splash damage out as soon as possible, and hopefully be able to power through the back end of this base. So good totem on the middle right there, guys, for both Super Wizard Towers and a Fire Spitter. Again, that's just making sure the Super Wizard Towers aren't chained onto my Inferno Dragons. The closest one started, so that's why we popped Warden ability there as we go through poison spells as well. Good totem for the second Wizard Tower and Fire Spitter down to your right. And now we are starting to get into all of these heroes and monolith compartment. So this is where we just got to keep placing totems in this hotspot, guys. I talk about hotspots all the time. Basically, that's just a location where your totem gets extreme value. It tanks for a bunch of heroes, monolith, all kinds of key defenses like you're seeing right here. So I'm just going to keep replacing totem spells in this hotspot right by this monolith and all these heroes. I'm just going to keep placing a totem there, keep placing a totem there. That one I just placed, I think, was number 4 that I've placed in that exact same spot. So as we're starting to move up, I go ahead and place a totem behind for the fast attack multi-gear cannon. Like I said, that crazy long defense name. Gotta find a, maybe I'll just start calling it like gear cannon. I'll probably just call it that from here on. But that's a clean triple, guys, overkill. And we're just dissecting bases with this army, guys. This army is so fun. The totems are so fun to use if you understand them, you get them down. You're tripling bases in a minute and a half, guys. For someone like me that has 2 accounts in Legend League, I want to get quick attacks in. I don't want to wait a minute watching a Flame Flinger and then wait until 5 seconds or less on the clock to see if I time fell or not with like Fireball and Meteor Golems. This army is quick in and out. It saves me so much time because I do want to push in Legend League on 2 accounts, and each attack takes a minute and a half, y'all. Like, this army is a genuine cheat code. Like, I don't understand why everyone isn't using this army yet and having fun with this army. It's awesome to me. I don't know. Some people don't like it, don't think it's a strong army, and they like spam Meteor Golems. I'm like, bro, that's like, I don't know. I can't argue with those people. Like, I would 10 times out of 10 rather use this army. It takes more skill. It's more fun to use. Meteor Golems, you just put them in a line, hope for the best. But anyway, back to this attack. Really good totem spell on the bottom left. Honestly, this is a crazy compartment, guys. This is a very difficult base right here. We're getting into all of the damage right away, so a really good Warden ability is placed right there. We place a totem off to the right for that monolith. That was a really good totem. Again, totem on the long shot right there. Always got to do that. And great minion prince ability. Freezes a lot of defenses as we're rolling through. Again, we're going to keep placing totems for the monolith. The monolith does so much damage, so we're going to keep placing totems there. Need another totem on the long shot. I think I decided not to just because we had the queen there and a few minions. At this point, totem up top for Super Wizard Tower, Air Defense, and Tesla. Another totem over there for the enemy RC. I didn't place it close enough to the RC, so the RC kept shooting my Dragon Rider and killed a Dragon Rider right there. Again, talked about that earlier. That's where the totems need to be right on the heroes. The totems need to be placed literally on the same tile as heroes or long shots to make sure it pulls the target from whatever hero or Dragon Rider that it was shooting from your own army, and it starts shooting the totem spell instead. So clean attacks, guys. Again, crushing bases on both accounts. I am a lot higher trophies now, so there's no excuse of like, oh, he's just going against low-level bases, or like, I don't know, if people were thinking that maybe in my previous videos where I've been getting plus 320 or plus 300 plus, maybe people thought I was low trophies, but right here I'm getting back to competitive levels again. So here's the 2 recaps, guys. Having a lot of success with this army. Hopefully you learned something from this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. I appreciate all y'all's support. We're getting close to 300 subscribers. I'm doing a pretty big giveaway at 500. So again, like 90% of my viewers aren't subscribers. Please, guys, like, subscribe. I'm hoping to teach y'all more. And we did have a new balance, like balance changes, new update came out, and I'm going to be using some E-Dragons and see if those work strong. That might be the new meta, who knows. Also probably going to be doing some Meteor Golems with the Heroic Torch, because I think that'll be strong now as well. So stay tuned for those videos, guys. We're going to keep continuing this push to top Legend League. Hopefully top 10 in the US or higher by the end of this month is the goal. And yeah, appreciate y'all hanging out to this point. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.